Dr. Ralph Adams became president of Troy State University in 1964 and remained in that role for 25 years before retiring in 1989. Under his administration, Troy State achieved university stature and more than doubled its enrollment. Athletically, the Trojans won the NAIA National Championship in football in 1968, a pair of NCAA Division II football championships in 1984 and 1987, two NCAA Division II baseball titles in 1986 and 1987, and numerous NCAA Division II national titles in golf and track and field. Dr. Adams served as the first president of the Mid-South Conference, now the Gulf South Conference, which was a charter NCAA Division II member in 1970. A native of Samson, Alabama, Adams was named the City of Troy's Man of the Year in 1968 and 1975. Dr. Adams served as a member of the Educational Commission of the States and was appointed by President Gerald Ford to the Presidential Clemency Board and by President Ronald Reagan to the Education Appeal Board. Dr. Adams was a Major General in the U.S. Air Force Reserve, a former state commander in the American Legion, and a generous supporter of the Boy Scouts of America. Dr. Adams passed away on May 13, 1998.
Dr. Adams lived and breathed Troy sports. The only thing he loved more than Troy sports was Troy University. When Dr. Adams came to Troy, he saw an opportunity to provide an education for not only the people in South Alabama, but for as many people that could want a good education around the world. And one of his sayings was he wanted a college without walls, or a university without walls. And he saw the opportunity to expand Troy's efforts, not only in South Alabama, but regionally and internationally. And that was a vision that he saw, and he thought one of the ways to reach that vision was to have a terrific sports program. And he knew that athletics was such an integral part of a university's life. My father was always so grateful to watch the baseball teams in a spring afternoon with his friends, Dr. Carroll or Dr. Whittle. They'd sit up in the stands and they'd see Chase throw his hat down occasionally and chew somebody out occasionally, but they would love to hear the crack of the bats. They'd love to see the home run. They'd love to see the double play. And it meant a lot to him to see the baseball team flourish and ultimately end up winning the national championship like they did. And my father enjoyed sports a great deal, and you would never see him without Dorothy by his side. And whether she was shaking a pom-pom or waving a sign, she was always there.